Good evening. Hello everyone. Pop your hands up. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to picture yourself in a large open field. Right, so let's get talking then. So there was something that's been cropping up for the past couple of weeks that Spirit have been talking to me about, and I didn't really know how to actually put it into sense for you guys to understand, but hopefully I'm going to do it justice now. So when we are setting our desires, which again we're going to talk about tomorrow on the webinar training, which we'll go deep into and you'll understand more about that. But when we're setting our desires, it can feel so exciting. So let me do a demo of this now, guys. So give me an example of what it is that you feel really, so what is a desire that really excites you? You know, it can be about work, it can be about your business, it can be about your personal life, whatever it is, but just give me a desire. Just give me a desire, anything at all that makes you feel excited, that makes you light up, that makes you go, oh gosh, oh, this is exciting. And for one of my clients earlier today, and for my clients last week as well, in their group program, it was very much about having consistent people coming into them and reaching out for their services. And hang on one sec. Are you serious? Hang on. Nikki, human rights. Sorry guys, bear with me 1 second. I've got somebody that's annoying me. Bear with me. Oh, bear with everyone. Ishmael Omabopa Popu, whatever your name is, can you please leave my live stream? You are not welcome. Can you please leave? Just bear with me 1 second, guys. Let me just get rid of them. They're going to be picked up by my cyber team anyway, which is amazing. They are the best. Hang on, hang on. Oh, yeah, go away. Nobody wants you to be here harassing my audience. If you would like business advice on how you can actually attract the right people, please feel free to come in onto one of my courses. There we go. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Sorry, I forget what I've even asked. Human rights, that makes sense. Sorry, I thought you were being harassed on here by this man. That's why I was asking you. So I didn't want you to feel uncomfortable with him. Is that work now, guys? Oh, how annoying. That's really thrown me. Just had enough of these people, I really have. Sorry, I'm whinging and I don't mean to whinge. But, oh my gosh. Can you all, is he gone now? Obviously, please do not inbox them. They're a scammer. There we go. Are they gone? You can't see them now. Perfect. Yes, Nikki has contacted you. Okay, just ignore. Okay, right, where are we going? Can you tell I'm getting grumpy over it? Thank you so much. That's brilliant, Gwen. No, he's still posting. He's still there. He shouldn't be. I've just blocked him. How on earth is he still there? Seriously, go and build your own audience. You have something to say. Use your intelligence to go and do that. People want to hear from you, but not these people. He's still on. How? I've just blocked him. How are you still on? This is not on. Ugh. Oh dear. I am sorry, everyone. Won't let me do anything now. Just ignore him. Yeah. There we go. And there's people like this. Can I just say, there's people like this that stopped me going live for so long. And it's just like, now it's amazing because I can get teams in place and people that can report them, people that can look at their IP addresses, people that can just track them down, which is what I've done. I spent all last week making lots and lots of phone calls, writing lots of reports, contacting various people in high places to get this all sorted, because it's cyber, what's it called? Not cyber bullying, it's cyber, well, the ones that took my identity fraud, is it? Yeah, identity fraud. But also, it's just so frustrating because it is like it's cyber sabotage. It's crazy, and people do not want to see you. People don't want to be on here. So create your own audience. You are not welcome here. Anyway, enough of that. So if you think about something that really excites you, something that really gets you feeling like you're lit up and you're just like harassment, that was the word. Thank you, Nikki. So somebody that really lights you up, something that really gets you excited, something that makes you feel really energized, like something you really want to call in. If you think about that now, give me some examples. Think about, you know, what that might be. Think of the magic behind it, and think about how, like, you know, something that literally makes you go, ooh, ooh, like that, like really squeal with excitement. So if you think about something along those lines, then that energy is really powerful. That's like a true desire. And you know what? If you can think of a true desire now that really gets you lit up like that, well done to you. That's amazing. Because there was a lady I've spoken to recently that couldn't think of anything. She felt no desire at all. And we had to do some really real deep work to really uncover how we could move past that, and how I could help her, and how we could shift her as well. So a home of my own in a beautiful location, beautiful. Think about that beautiful location. Think about where it would be, what you'd be surrounded by. Would you be surrounded by fields? Would you be surrounded by sunshine, animals? Like, what is it that you'd be surrounded by? What would you feel excited about in particular? Okay, so really get like true to that desire, feel into the magic of it, feel into the loveliness of it. Now, I'm just painting this gorgeous picture for you here now, right? So if you think about that, and you think about these gorgeous things that I've sent to you, like what it is that you want to call forward, what it is, how you feel, how is that feeling to you? Do you feel excited? Do you feel like warm feelings in your tummy? Do you? Oh, thank you, Laura. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, I know. I'm getting. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, guys, about that person. It just, I get so protective of you all, and I don't want anyone on this live stream to feel. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me anyone, because I've got people protecting me. But what bothers me is I protect you guys. So thank you, and just make sure you guys are safe. And it just, that's what gets me really mad, when, you know, I feel like you're all my children. I know you're not, but I feel like you're all my children. I want to protect you all. So how dare they come on? Like, no. Anyway, so yeah, so if you think about that now, guys, think about that lovely feeling. Think about how you feel in your tummy. Does it give you goosebumps? Does it make you feel like really uplifted? Like, what is it? What does it do? So it gives you warm in the chest. It makes you see, you love seeing the joy in people's faces. Yeah, exactly. So think about that. Think about that element. Think about that feeling. Think about that, like, love, and that, oh, it's just amazing, isn't it? It's great. Tap into that energy. Just tap into it just for a moment, right? And just put a pause on it just for a minute. So just pretend now that you've just pressed pause on that feeling. Now, do you want to know that that feeling, I'm going to be totally contradictory now to everything that most of the people say, but I promise you this works. So that feeling there that you've got, right? So you do that. And how many people tap into that feeling often? How many people feel into the energy of that quite frequently? And yet it hasn't materialized, or you feel like you're just not being heard? Like, how many people? I want to know. How many people tap into that energy quite often? How many people get excited by it? I do it all the time. I get really excited. I get like, oh, so excited, it's going to happen. And then I get really like, you know, buzzing over it. So how many people get into that excited energy, and how many people feel it? Let me know. And right, so you've got that feeling, you tap into it, you like that feeling, so you naturally want to go to that feeling more often, don't you? Yep, Joanne, so you do it. Yep, Shelley. So if you think now, so you've got that feeling, you want to tap into that often, don't you? Because it's a good feeling to have. It's like exciting. You just like, oh, it uplifts you, right? So you want to tap into that, don't you? Okay. But guess what? That's not going to be the fast accelerator that's going to bring that desire forth to you. Okay. There's a much more unexciting way that's going to bring it to you faster, that is going to literally, it's not the most exciting way, but it's going to bring it to you faster. I'm laughing because it's the complete opposite. So I don't know why I'm laughing actually, but I find it funny. So tapping into that desire and feeling excited is good, isn't it? It's a good energy. It's a good feeling. So we want to do it because it makes us feel like, oh yeah, this is great. This is a wonderful feeling. I want to hold on to this. This is the emotion I want to feel. But actually, that emotion isn't going to get you any quicker, right? Necessarily, right? It's good because you're tapping in, you understand what you want, and it's a nice desire to be in. So obviously your vibrations lifted, and your vibrations lifted, that's wonderful, of course. So there are lots of positives to being there, lots of positives to staying in that happy vibe and staying in that, you know, understanding what you actually want, right? So there's lots of positives to that. I'm not poo-pooing it. However, if we want to bring this forward now and make this our reality, and we are going to home in more on this tomorrow, so if you're enjoying this, get yourself registered for that workshop because it's going to be tomorrow. You've got to tap into something that is less exciting, right? So if I want you now to tap into, when you wake up in the morning, what do you absolutely expect to happen in your morning or day? What do you expect to be there when you wake up? So for example, in the morning, I expect to wake up, well, I hope I wake up, I expect to wake up and I expect to go and brush my teeth, and I expect my husband to be lying next to me, and I expect my children to be in their beds, possibly on their phones, but I expect my children to be there, and I expect the day to start. I just expect it. It's like, it's going to happen because I know that's what happens. Like, we get up, we'll brush our teeth, and I'll have a shower. Like, that's what I do. So it's a routine. So what is it that you expect in the morning? So do you expect to wake up and you know that you will have your cup of tea? What is like a non-negotiable for you that always happens, that it just happens? It's just like, just normal. It's just like, that's it. You get up and you do it. It might be the same as me. You expect people to be next to you. You expect the children to be there, or you expect maybe your phone to have beeped with something from work, or what is it that you expect? What is it you expect? Maybe you expect to wake up and see me on a live stream. Joke. Just because Mr. H said to me earlier, we went, going live again? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you're always live? So I know, yeah, I'm always live. So Joanne, I expect to let the animals out and feed them. So perfect, Joanne. So you wake up and you expect the animals to be there, don't you? You expect them. So you expect that to happen. You expect that they're going to be there, that you're going to have to go and let them out. And I take it to go to the toilet and feed them, right? Because they'll need feeding. So it's an expectation. So you wouldn't, there's no area within you, there's no space within your soul, Joanne, to wake up and expect them not to be there, is there? Or not to need feeding or not to go out. There's nothing in you that expects that to not be a requirement, right? So that energy of that is your routine possibly doesn't really excite you, does it? Because it's just like a thing you do. It's just normal. It's just a thing. Yeah, it's just what you do every day. I hope you're all still with me, by the way. I hope I'm explaining this well. But it's just the norm. That's what you expect, isn't it? So it's kind of part of your routine. So it might not be the most fulfilling and thrilling, but also, see, she's put never. Never expect them not to be there. Never expect them to not needing to be fed or to be let out. Okay. So of course, every day you wake up and that's the scenario. That's what happens. So one of my clients wanted to build in consistent clients. She wanted to bring in consistent clients. And she had the expectation that people wouldn't reach out to her. Her desire was, so if you get this right now, so there's my client, Avatar 1. So she was the expectation and desire. So the desire is here. She desired to have consistent clients. She desired to bring them in. She desired that they would always reach out to her, that they would always need her. That's what she desired. So that's what made her feel excited. She got into the energy of feeling them coming in, the contacts, the inbox, the Calendly links filling up. She got all excited about all that. And then you could see her then go like, because it's almost like that was my desire. That's what I would love. That's what I can feel into. But actually, the reality is that that's not real. So she'd already switched the switch. But I was trying to get her to understand that actually make that your new normal. So yes, that desire felt good for a moment and you tapped into it. But what if it was actually an expectation, like brushing your teeth, that those clients are going to reach out to you, they're going to be in your inbox and they're going to be there and you expect it. Yes, the energy isn't as exciting because you're comparing the same energy to brushing your teeth, which, let's face it, is boring. So yes, the energy isn't the same, but it's like you've literally concreted and put a stone around it, set it in stone, made it your absolute has to happen because you've put it in your expectation it's going to happen scenario. So the reason we don't go into that energy is because that energy of expectation is dull, boring, consistent, kind of not even any feeling, is it? But we want to be feeling the happiness, the love, the sparkle, the excitement. So we tap into this energy of desire far more than we do of the expectation. But the expectation is your green light, is your gold star, is your yellow brick road, is your literally shining beacon way forward. That's the energy you need to get into. So I expect, for example, when I come onto a live stream, I don't even know how many of you are watching. I've no idea because I can't see the top of it. But I expect lots of people to be tuning in. I don't expect lunatics like we have had today, but I do expect that lots of you will tune in, and lots of you will watch me, and that lots of you will come on and interact with me, and that you will get value from this. I don't expect anything else. So yes, I still get excited by you. Yes, I still find you guys interesting. Yes, I like to engage with you all, but I don't have the space for anything other than you guys coming on, interacting with me and having fun with me and understanding me, hopefully. And that's what I expect. I expect you to get this. I expect you to understand it. I expect you guys to be on the webinar tomorrow. I expect you to be coming on board to my academy. I expect you to book in readings with me. I expect, because I know you will, because I do. That's it. I expect it. And that's the reason I expect it, is because that's all I've allowed space for. I don't expect anything else. That's what I've said. That's it. It's done. And my desires and what keeps me going and keeps me like, oh, exciting, is my long-term vision, far in the future, where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be like huge, and I'm going to have like this and the other, and I'm going to have all my bigger picture, all the big fancy things that I want. Like, that's what keeps me, that's my desires. But I expect now to have success now. I don't put it off. I don't expect that it's going to come next year. I just expect now. It happens now. And I still get excited and have my desires for the long term, because I don't want to achieve everything straight away. Because if I achieve everything straight away, I'm going to be a little bit like, okay. So I like the journey. I like the growth. I like the adventure. And that's what really excites me. That's what keeps me going. So are you expecting now, or are you thinking that it's not even an option for you? Are you even prepared to receive it? Or are you just tapping into that desires and then thinking and loving the desire energy, getting excited by it, but then thinking, well, it's never really going to happen for me. It happens for other people. Yeah. Is that the energy? And if you are, that's okay, because lots of people feel like that. Lots of people do. They get the same. Oh, here's another one. Oh dear, guys, ignore all the messages, ignore. I'm taking this as a good thing. Obviously, they feel that I've got a massive audience and that they feel there's people here that are going to listen to them. So I'm taking it as a good thing, it's a positive thing that I've got these lunatics. That's the only way I'm going to describe them all. Lunatics on my live streams, what have you. But Joanne, it makes perfect sense. Amazing. I'm so happy it makes perfect sense, sweetie. That's great. So the reason I'm telling you this is because naturally you're not going to be wanting to tap into this. It's going to be almost a little bit boring, and you don't want boring, do we? We want to be feeling excited. We want to feel in magic. We want to feel desires. We want to feel this love and this like law and guidance. That's what we want. So that's why we tap into desire, desire, desire. But if you keep tapping into desire, 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 and not expectation, 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 then you're not going to ever really, you're going to get frustrated because you're never really going to bring forward everything that you're desiring. That's the thing, you're never really going to bring that forward. You're just going to slow down your whole process, and that's what their spirit do not want for you. They do not want to slow down your whole process. They want you to live your life now and take in this abundance now, because it's there for you guys. It's there, and everyone's desires are different, everyone's expectations are different, and thank gosh they're all different, because that's what makes us so beautifully unique. And if you don't know what your desire is, and you're like my client a few weeks ago that was literally like, I don't even know what I want, don't even know what excites me, then all you need to do is tap into, I expect to feel excited, I expect to feel good, I expect the answers to be sent to me, like I expect my toothbrush to be there in the pot in the morning, I expect the same. And when you get like that, that's really, really exciting. That's when the magic happens. That's when the magic happens, my darlings. And that's where I want you all to get to. So although it's not as sexy and not as exciting, I know, Sam, I know they're everywhere. Trolls, I know, Val, let's ignore them. They're not going to stop me. Not going to stop me on my live stream and in my flow. Do not care. Thank you, Faye. Oh, thank you, I am successful. Just don't let them put you off, guys. You're getting far more out of this than they are, so don't worry. So the desire is that expectation is what's going to get you there. So just keep focusing on that and just make that your new sexier normal, because I promise you, if that's your energy and that's where your energy's at, that's how you're going to bring your desires forward so much quicker. And that's going to be the magic ingredient. I'm literally telling you here the magic ingredient that's going to transform you and get you there so much quicker. So please, please, please think about your desire now and how you can just change that to be an expectation, how you can bring it into be an expectation, right? Because that's it, that's the missing key. And it only dawned on me, I'd say it only dawned on me a few months ago, maybe. That was it, because Mr. H, he'd asked me something about an income. I can't remember what it was now, something about an income. And I was like, well, I just expect it. And he's like, what do you mean you just expect it? And I was like, I just expect it, that's it. And he's like, oh, I said, I have no other. That was it, sorry, it wasn't Mr. H. It was one of my friends, and the start of COVID, I remember now, the start of COVID, and she said her business, bless her, wasn't doing very well because she was service based, as in she had a shop, etc. And she said, oh my gosh, are you going to be okay in your business, and how are you going to be, and you know what's going to happen? And I went, well, and I gave her so much business advice and so much support, but then I also said, yeah, it's not going to affect my business because I don't expect it to. And she went, what? And I said, yeah, I don't expect it to. And she said, what? I said, in fact, I expect it to increase my business. And she said, so you expect COVID to increase your business? I said, yeah, I do. And she said, okay. And I said, because that's what I expect. That's what I've said. That's what I declare. And guess what? It did. And it didn't affect me. So there you go. So set these boundaries, set these intentions. Take the time to do it. Yes, it's not as funny and gorgeous and sexy and exciting, but you can still tap into those desires and still do that. And we're going to do that tomorrow night. But I promise you, make it your new normal. Make it your non-negotiable. Every time you set one of them desires, compare it to your toothbrush. Very, very, very unappealing, but you know what I mean? Compare it to your toothbrush, unless you've got a super sexy toothbrush that does all sorts of stuff. Mine's just a boring one, but it is pink. So compare it to your toothbrush. It's there, it's normal, it has to happen. That's it. There we go. Yes, it does take the magic out of it, but at least you get it. You get your desire. There you are. How is that for everyone? Does that all make sense? And is there any questions? What time is it in Australia? Got to sound like Peter Kay. Laura Chappell, what time is it in Australia? You're in Australia, aren't you? Thank you, sweetheart. You're welcome, Christina. Joanna's saying, love this, thank you. You're so welcome. Oh, Elaine. Hello, Elaine, darling. Fabulous advice, Katie. You're so welcome, darling. That's what spirits say. Francis, hello. Francis is my personal trainer. I can just about move today, Francis. I can. Thank you to those saying that you like my top. Thank you. I do feel like it's angel wings when I do this. Oh gosh, I'm doing some dodgy dance now. That's like the worm, isn't it, or something? Alison, hello, hello. You're new to this page. Welcome, welcome, darling. You're so welcome. Right, I don't think anyone's got any questions, do you? Does anyone? No? Okay. I know there's a bit of a time delay on this. Yes, it's 9:45. There we go. See, I knew it was night time. Can't wait for tomorrow night. Oh, I know it's exciting. Are you all registered? Right. Glad you're feeling okay. Looking amazing. Oh, thank you. Lovely. Okay, my darling. So remember, the Academy is open. All of this insight is in there tenfold. The first month is about focusing on spiritual amplification, so how you can amplify your connection to spirit to enable you to have more guidance, more support, and really, really start to shine. So it's about connecting with spirit, but on another level all completely. So if you are looking to do that and you're almost a bit confused about even how to start or where to get started, get yourself in the Academy. The doors are open. You will be very welcome in there, very loved, very supported, and it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It's worth every single penny. You will love it. The amount of revenue that you will generate in your business, it'll just be so worth it. It really will. So I'm going to put the links on and do some more blocking. And yes, I'll see you all tomorrow. I will be doing the webinar and I'll also be doing some readings at some point as well. Alison, darling, I'm going to come off the live stream. I'm going to post it in the top of the comments so you'll be able to see it. Just make sure you check the page after. Just give me a few minutes because I'm not the world's fastest typer, but we'll get there. Okay, love you all so, so much. Have a gorgeous day and thank you for being here on What Spirits Say. Big kisses, big loves. Mwah. See you all soon. Bye.